We are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Season 1 finale of HPCritical's Does It Hold Up? I am your host, Brandon, and for this exciting season finale, I'm going to be checking out the last two NES games that are available on this Switch. So, originally the season finale, if you guys have been watching our stream schedules that we post every month on our website hpcritical.com, you may have noticed that the season finale was originally scheduled to only have the game Nightshade. But as it so happened, about a week after that article went posted, so such as a week after February, they announced another game was coming to the NES service, this being Fire and Ice. So hey, season finale is going to be playing both of these games. It has been a long road, and over the course of this season, we have played every single NES game you see that I'm scrolling through right now. Yeah, we played every single one and gave an honest-to-goodness critique after, giving each game a fair amount of time to discuss and see how it still plays today. It's been a lot of NES games, and not only have we played these NES games here, but we've also played NES games that are exclusively on the NES Classic Edition, so the mini NES that they had a few years ago. So it's been a very long road. A lot of NES games were played. I dare say I have a lot of perspective on these old games that I didn't have before. I didn't grow up in this era. My first console was an N64, so that was pretty much my era. That and Game Boy games. So Game Boy games are about the closest comparison you could get to NES games because they're 8-bit. It's an 8-bit handheld system where this is like an 8-bit console system. So it's a very close comparison, but it's not quite the same. Technical limitations and all that good stuff. But anyway, I'm rambling on. These are going to be the last two NES games we play. I'm going to critique them. And, same deal. Play a little bit of them. Talk a little bit about them. And I will also just go ahead and point this out right now. At the end of this season, end of season 1, I will be putting an article on our website, hpcritical.com, namely speaking about, it's going to be basically, I guess the best way to describe it is kind of like a best of this season. I'm going to go over like each of our videos and do just kind of like a little bit of a statement on each game that I've played up to this point. So if you've missed any of the videos and you don't want to go through all of them, you can look at that article for a nice comprehensive list at all these different NES games I played over the season 1 and kind of get a feel for whether or not these games are for you or whether they hold up or any other thing you might have been curious about the game. I guarantee you that some of these games are a lot better than you might think. Like, one thing I've learned fervently throughout this season is do not dismiss a game just because it's old or just because it doesn't look like it's for you, because a lot of these games have really surprised me. There have been a few stinkers, but for the most part the NES games that we played have been very pleasant surprises. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these last two turn out. And once we're done, season 2 begins literally next week, and I'll be starting playing Super Nintendo games. I'm very excited to get started with that. But anyways, the first game of the night is going to be Nightshade, as I said earlier. So let's look up a little bit about it. And I forgot that guy in the cover wore a hat like this. I promise I was wearing this just because I felt like I hadn't worn this hat in a while on stream. But hey, now it actually goes with the stream. Actually, now that I think about it, I think both the main character of Nightshade and Fire and Ice have hats similar to this. So I guess, was it fate? Because I really didn't think about that going forward. I just really wanted to wear this hat today. And now I'm looking at the cover and remembering how Fire and Ice is. Wow. Anyway, so let's go ahead and look at Nightshade. Here's the info. Crime has a game, and its name is Suktef. That's an interesting name. In this adventure game, Suktef has blanketed Metro City under a shroud of crime and corruption. Ooh, Metro City reminds me of Final Fight. The big crime bosses now answer only to him. Together, they've even taken out Vortex, a hero to the people, and to you personally, to avenge your fallen idol. You, Mark Gray, donned the disguise of Nightshade, the last person standing between Suktef and total control of Metro City, using a combo of point-and-click and action gameplay styles, stalk the streets of Metro City in search of vengeance. But remember this, you'll have a reputation you'll have to maintain in order to get what you after. So be polite, got it? So adventure games. I kind of like adventure games. I've played my share of them. The Walking Dead Telltale game is probably the most notable adventure game I've played. I played a few Telltale games, actually. So let's see. I wonder if this is going to feel like a PC port the same way that the Immortal was. Ooh. Interesting. Beam Software. Yeah, this feels like it's going to be like a PC-esque port. The Claws of Suktef. Turn my fan over because it's already getting a little warm. That's my home, Metro City. Quiet place. Good city. Good people. Good future. I'm pressing the A button. The streets were safe once. A person could walk around without any worries. The kind of place where you always knew your kids were safe. But as the time passed, bad seeds started to grow, and Vortex, Metro City's protector, was outnumbered. Oh, is that like a firing squad? Oh, that's like blood on his wrist. Dang. Even with the help of the local police, Vortex was no match for the growth of corruption. Vortex slain. Ooh, police team stuck tough. With Vortex gone, the criminals moved in like a cancer, eating through the city's heart. Day by day, Metro City was getting worse. Without Vortex to combat crime, things started to get out of hand. Crime feeds upon itself like rats fighting over cheese. Pretty soon, the crime bosses began to fight over control of Metro City. Look at that gun. City gripped by crime wave, police helpless. Then something began to change. Hold on. Oh, I'll look at that later. Something began to change. The gang... Oh god, I missed all that. Ugh, someone had to do something. Oh, hold... Oh, I can rewind, that's right. Good, because I wanted to read that. I always forget that there's a rewind feature. The gang war stopped. There's someone new in town. Oh, come on. I'm not done yet. Then something began to change. The gang war stopped. There's someone new in town. Someone organizing all the criminals. He's the one I want. He's the one who wants to kill my town. Someone had to do something. Someone had to take Vortex's place. Someone had to stand up to Suktef. It's time to put a stop to this plague. It's time for Nightshade. So, pathetic meddler, your career's over before it's begun. Now there's no one to stop me in my reign of evil. Oh, it started already. I gotta like wiggle my way through. Nightshade can't do that. Get out of the chair first. Oh, I see. I gotta wiggle. Okay, I dodged the explosion. So now I should be able to, Oh, this really is an old ass adventure game. The cannon's gonna burn through the Nightshade's ropes. Nightshade is free. Paused, okay. Oh, look at this UI. Oh, this is an old ass game, but the UI is pretty clear at least. For no readily explainable reason, there's a burning candle here. Wow, that doesn't that say it all? Let's see what else we can investigate. Nothing unusual here. What else do we have? Pick up. Can we pick up the candle? Nightshade is too far away. Okay. Oops, the candle goes out. Bye-bye, Mrs. Sparky. Oh, I get to keep it with me now. Cool. Money. Okay. Cancel. I don't like that it like sends you right back to the menu if you don't actually. Yeah, it like boots you out immediately if it's not. Jump. Wait, that did nothing. Fight. Nice try, but no banana. Wow, what is this dialogue? So talk the option, cancel. Gosh, a puddle of water. Ew, it's got things living in it. Alright, so let's go start going this way. For we are the Nightshade. A lot to explore here. It's thoroughly unremarkable, except... No, wait a minute. It's got... Nope, sorry, it isn't unremarkable. Wow, this game's got jokes, huh? A lamp? That's a chandelier, son. Ooh, pretty. What is this game's dialogue? This is an adventure game that doesn't take itself too seriously at all, I see. A lever. Lever has caution, self-destruct mechanism. Do not touch written upon it. Oh, so let me not touch that then. Uh-oh. It looks like it's gonna attack me. Armor. Nightshade is too far. Oh, come on. Are you serious? From in amongst the armor, Nightshade collects a key. Oh, nice. So is that part of my items now? How about this room here? Uh-oh. Can I talk to you? A fight? Ooh. Wow, look, what is this? I died instantly. Farewell, lampshade. Nightshade! Sorry, Nightshade. It's a shame your career was so short. For a moment, I thought you might be a worthy opponent. Is there anything I can do to stop this? There's two levers. They appear to be labeled controls. Operate. I can't reach it from here. Wait, what do I do? Oh my god. What do I do here? Oh my god. I'm gonna die. Explore. Pathetic creature. Do you really think you are a match for the power of Subtext? Metro City is mine. Bad end. Has completed 0% of the game. You have achieved complete weed status. Wow. What? Credits? Are you serious with this? Skip. Gotta wait for the bomb to blow. I lost a lot of health from that, though. I think you're supposed to, like... Okay, how do I take it again? Alright, so that gave me the candle. So let's explore this area instead. Okay. There is something, though. Let's go this way instead. Ooh, there's a stick there. Crowbar. There's a grave. But there's Irma. Love Toki. Let's take that with us. I feel like I'm supposed to go this way. I see. Is that a staircase down there? Seems to be. Okay. Is that the same poster as before? Wouldn't hurt to look, I suppose. No, okay, so they're all the same then. A fine wooden desk with 2 drawers. Drawers, huh? A flashlight from the drawer on this side. So that's part of my items now? Yep. How about this one? Collects a screwdriver from the drawer on this side. Okay. Nothing seems to be there. What about this thing here? The statue has a keyhole and a small slot in it. I see. And that can probably be the path I need to use. So let's go ahead and use the key. Key turns. What? Look! Found an ancient Egyptian coin. Anything else of note about this thing? Okay, nothing new. Wait, that sign changed. Something's not right. Why did that sign change? It's changing every time. What's going on here? Let's see if I can talk to that guy. Jen. There is no reply. A short dapper gentleman with a brass hat and cast iron mustache. Oh, he beat me. Time to use some stuff. Can't reach it from here. Does it have to be timed? I think maybe it does. I thought the crowbar would be what I would need to do here. Okay, my hand is right next to it. If I don't do this now. What do you mean you can't reach it from here? Your hand is right next to it. Ah! Come on. Is there literally nothing I can do here? I thought the crowbar would for sure be what I had to use. Maybe a screwdriver. Yeah, they are the controls, but what do I do? Like, I had no idea how to get to them. Well, that's that. Oh. Well, all right. I'm gonna call it there on Nightshade. Yeah, let me go ahead and give my thoughts. So, Nightshade. This is definitely an old-timey adventure game. Let me say that. Old-timey to the point where, you know, either you spend And that's how old adventure games were. They were very obtuse, and the user interface wasn't really the greatest. And you had to go through like 1,000 menus just to know what you wanted to interact with or whatever. You had limited buttons and whatnot. It's just, I like adventure games overall because I like the way they feel. You know, you are going on an adventure and you have to use the items that you collect around you to like interact with it. But my problem with old adventure games is because they're like too old, and the issue is like I dig the premise of it. I like the the adventure aspect of it. But with games like this, you know, you don't know what you're doing half the time. You have to like just try everything and just hope it eventually works. And then if it doesn't, you could just die. And you know, in this sense of this game, it was definitely old. You know, I could sense that if you really wanted to progress in this game, you probably need, and here's the thing. I hesitate to even say you should use a guide for this because the whole point of a game like this is to not use a guide. It's like go around you. But at the same time, the reason why I ended this like only 20 minutes in, maybe even less, is because I wasn't really having fun just like going around aimlessly finding stuff. And then I got on that conveyor belt, and you know that was pretty much the end of that. I was trying literally everything on that conveyor belt, and nothing worked. And I don't know what else I could have found. So I like the concept of it, and that's because I like adventure games. But I'm going to say Nightshade doesn't hold up because it's too damn old. I think that's a problem with a lot of old adventure games that, you know, you're just going through them and you're just kind of like lost and you're just expected to try everything. There's no really discernible way. Like modern adventure games definitely are a lot more fun because you're not just doing the same thing over and over again and hoping for different results each time with like all these multitude of options that you have. It's cool that they were able to put a game like this on the NES. You know, I'm glad that this is here. And if you really dig it, then you would probably, and you're all used to old-time adventure games, you might even get a kick out of it if you played it back in the day or whatnot. But I didn't. I wasn't having fun. I played it and I was like, all right, I think I get the idea. So here we are. It's too old for its own good. It does not hold up. And I'm gonna say that, yeah, that's just how I feel. That's how I feel. I don't know if this game ever got anything after this. If there was like a modernized version of it that doesn't like, you know, wasn't so dense. Also wasn't that pleasant to look at if I'm being honest. Like it a lot of NES games like definitely hold up a lot graphically, a lot visually. This one I wasn't really fond of what I was looking at. There were some things that looked okay, but overall I was looking at this game, I was like, nah. Play a later adventure game if you're interested. I don't think this one holds up. Sorry. Alright, well, now I must say I'm really glad that we do have a second game added on to the season finale because, oh boy, if I had ended the season finale without barely half an hour passing, boy, that would have been something. I'm either would have ended off like, you know, an only 20-minute stream, which would suck, or I would have been forced to play this a little bit longer just to make it an actual decent season finale. But thankfully, we've got a game that I think is actually going to be pretty fun to play, which is Fire and Ice. And why do I think this game is going to be fun to play? I will tell you why. The title does not tell you much about it. Fire and Ice. I mean, they're gonna deal with fire. You're gonna deal with ice, right? But what the game title doesn't tell you is that this is actually a sequel to the game Solomon's Key. Let's go all the way down and let's look at Solomon's Key if we can find it. Yep, here it is. Who again also wears like a hat, like kind of similar to mine. Yeah. For whatever reason, I guess I don't know. Maybe Solomon's Key didn't sell well enough in America for them to call it Solomon's Key 2, but they decided to give it a more catchy title like Fire and Ice. And I say sequel only because in everywhere else in the world it's known as Solomon's Key 2. But the actual truth is, this is actually a prequel to Solomon's Key. Dana the Wizard, it's showing like his first adventure. That being said, Solomon's Key came out in 87, and Fire and Ice came out 6 years later in 93. So I'm expecting a lot because Solomon's Key was actually pretty fun. It was a bit tough. Like, the puzzles got really difficult and unforgiving with how far you would get sent back. But it was still a fun game. So I'm expecting a lot from Fire and Ice. And I also want to mention two other things. This game came out in 93. I said that before, but the reason why I highlight that is because the Super Nintendo came out in 91, and this game came out for the NES in 93. So this came out like a whole 2 years after the successor system was already out. And that's another reason why I'm expecting a lot out of it, because it's a late gen NES game, late to the point that the successing system was already out. So I'm hoping this really takes advantage of the NES. And the last thing that I find kind of weird about this game, Why is this the only game that has the title screen and not the box art? Like, look at all the other games. No matter how obscure a game was, they all had their box arts. As you can see, they're here proudly. Again, regardless of how obscure it was. But then we got Fire and Ice here, which is just... It's literally just the title screen. I don't know why that is. The game does have a title screen. I did look into it. But for some reason, it's just not lit up here. Hang on one second while I just type in Fire and Ice that we are playing together here. There we go. I'm playing Fire and Ice. I gotta say, it's a shame none of the games for our season finale actually have box art represented on Twitch. I don't know if you guys are aware, but whenever you're putting a game on Twitch that you want to play, you know, when you type in a title of a game, it'll appear there, and then you have like the box art will be right next to it. For a lot of the games we've played on this season, the box art of the games have just not been popping up, and that has been the case with both Nightshade as well as Fire and Ice. So let's read the description. Long ago, when the wizard Dana was just getting his start, flames arose threatening the icy Coolmint Island. So there you go. It's the wizard Dana. This is his first adventure. As Dana, you have been chosen by the Queen of the Winter Fairies to bear the power of ice magic. With it, you must defend your home, Coolmint Island, from the wicked wizard Druidol and his flames. Flames can be extinguished by hitting them with ice, and clearing all the flames completes a round. But that's just the beginning of the adventure. For even more, check out the in-game edit mode where you can create your own puzzles. Now that's cool. An in-game puzzle mode, we might mess around with that a little bit. Druidol. Okay, that's not too bad to pronounce. Oh, well, look at that bunny. I really am expecting a lot from this game. It's a long time ago, there was an ice island far to the north. It was called Coolmint Island. A peaceful island, inhabited by the Winter Fairies. It looks really good so far, but one day... Oh. An evil wizard named Druidol sent flame monsters to the island. If something isn't done, Coolmint Island will melt away. In response to this crisis, the Queen of the Winter Fairies called upon a wizard. Oh, those animals look adorable. She chose a novice wizard named Dana. Oh, so this is like young Dana. Dana, I'll give you ice magic to extinguish the evil flames. You have been chosen for your wisdom and courage. We trust you, Dana. And there's this dark screen. So, Dana grew up on this island, Coolmint Island, and this is where he got his start. Grandma, can you tell me a story? This is a very story-heavy game. Okay. Would you like to hear the story about Dana? Oh, what? Word? Where to begin? Oh, wow. Look at this. No password system. You just got like... Oh, wow. That's really cool. Beginning, continue, edit mode. Oh, this is pretty advanced, actually, for an NES game. But it damn well should be. This is a 93 NES game. World. Oh my god, look at this. Look at that Mario star at the bottom right there. Oh, this is like I was clearly right to expect much. Look at all this. Look at this, like a big world map. Ooh, let's go to World 1. Oh wow, look at all these. You can do these out of order? Okay, you push the ice into the fire. Then it tracks your time. Aha! Rather simple puzzles. Well, moving right on to world. That was okay. Oh, I see. Ah, you generate ice below you, but no. I see. Okay. So it's teaching you the mechanics. Oh, I like this game so far. Oh, this is way better than Solomon's Key already. Significantly so. Oh, now I'm really happy that this ended up being our season finale. Honestly. Like, this is way more visually appealing. See how far we can go. Nice. I can see how the puzzles could get really tough later, though. I see. Aha, I see. Cool. Okay, dispel that. Aha, okay. New game? Wow. Wow. This is where you gotta be careful now. Methinks. But you have like a quick reset as well. But we make a puzzle here. Wait, hold on. What if I do this? Oops, didn't mean to do that one. Now this one connects. Uh-oh. I don't see a life system though, which is comforting. Ah, duh, of course. No, not duh, because I messed up again. Alright. Okay. Oh, not again. Uh-oh. This last one is kind of tough, though. Oh, that's right, of course. You can dispel that part of it, too. I was definitely overthinking that one. Let's try this one again. You generate ice exclusively, basically. Oh, I gotta be careful here. Oh no! That's not what I meant to do. That's my own fault. Okay. How do we do this one? I think I needed to have generated one above there. Wait, what? Oh, wait. If I do this, then... No, what? It didn't fall. Huh. Problem is like sticking to that. I'm gonna try again here. Something I'm not thinking about. I feel like that's wrong. What do I do here? Oh, you can just hold the button and just keep doing this over and over if you want. Man, I really don't know what to do here. I know no other way to get past... Ah, wait, hold on. I think I might have figured something out. There's no way... Aha! But now how do I... I don't know how I did that though, I gotta say. I don't... I feel like there's something about these mechanics I'm not understanding. Which is crazy because it seems so simple. But it's a little more complicated than that. Okay, I'm onto something now. But where do I go from here? Well, you really got to think about these things. This is tough. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how to... Messed up. Oh, okay, I'll give it a little... I'll try a little longer. Okay. I think that's the key here. I gotta keep making these. But now I'm stuck here. So you can only do like at once one. But I learned something important. Okay, and now that's there. So I have a second one of these. All right, and now we got, and now we're that much closer. Ooh, so close. I'm starting to figure this out. Though. Okay, that's one down. So I was able to figure out how to make one of those large ones before. So that's what I need to figure out how to do now. Okay, that's good. I figured out how to make two now. Alright, I think we got it. Ooh, we did it! Alright. That was a tough level. Okay, so that only knocks it down, doesn't... Already starting off pretty tough, I see. Run that back. Verticality is somewhat limited, I've noticed. But one thing you can do is this. But now that's stuck there. This has got to get broken. So you can still make these. That's not the issue. Okay. Yeah, we can keep making these. Now that's the issue. How do we go back down from there? And now we're stuck here, so try this again. Okay, we're back to square one. Let me focus a little bit here. Okay, that takes care of that one. So I got rid of a bunch of them right off the bat like that. Is this one that easy to do? That one was way easier than the last one. Road 9. Okay, that did not work the way I wanted to. Oh right, you gotta defeat the supports. Create a new support here. Deceptively difficult, I see. Make a new bridge. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to figuring this out. That gets rid of much of the fire there. Oh, but that knocks me down. That's the problem. I gotta figure out a way to get rid of this one without falling. There we go. That's the way. Now how do we? I think I might know. Okay, I got this. Oh, wow. Ooh, is that like a boss stage? Let's see what the boss stage leads to. Ha ha ha. Can you get out of my labyrinth? Uh-huh. I see what we're doing here. Uh-oh. Okay. Come on. Well then. So do I lose now? Okay. So I don't like the phrasing of them just saying like new game, because it makes it seem like, oh, just start the whole game over. That's very interesting though. You can do this. You don't even need to do this in sequence, which is the most interesting thing to me. Like, what game lets you do that today, honestly? So the flames are now taking the mind of their own, basically. Alright, I think I got a gist of like how the basic gameplay goes. It's just a lot of cool puzzles, basically, followed by a labyrinth level that's like pretty difficult. And you choose continue story, then you just keep your progress going, like a good modern NES game should. Let's try the edit mode. See how that looks. Ooh. Oh, wow, look at all this. Oh boy, I'm not creative enough for all this, but let's see. How does this work? I don't... How does this work? I gotta say, this is pretty dense. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm working with here. Oh, I see. Now you can... You have to hit select to go from there. Okay, you designate a button and then you designate another button to there. Data goes there. Okay. Oh, you have to like clear it. I see. Oh, that's not what I'm meant to do here. Alright, so I kind of see what the tools are working with here. But if you want to make a stage, you have to make a stage, because you have to like you have to like clear all the parts of the brick. So I'm not going to do that right now. Oh, today's magic word. Oh boy. So if you really want to continue, then the best thing to do is like, so it does use it still uses a password system, unfortunately. Oh well. Don't forget to turn off the light. Have a good night. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Anything else to do here? Nope, I think that's about it. Alright, so we're just a shy of about an hour. Let me talk about Fire and Ice. So, let me straighten up a little bit first, though. Yeah. My expectations were met, I would say. I expected a lot more out of this game compared to Solomon's Key, and I feel like it was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth having the higher expectations. I won't say I was like blown away or anything, but as a sequel that came out 6 years later for that system, I like the improvements. It has, the colors were a lot better. It was a much more beautiful game than Solomon's Key. Like, this game I was looking at and it was just, like, gorgeous to look at. Like, for an NES game standards, beautiful. Beautiful game. It's definitely one of the more prettier looking games. Like, it's right up there with Kirby's Adventure, which I have long held to be, like, the prettiest NES game. But this game might give it a run for its money. This was a very beautiful game. Now, that's to be clear, when you're in these stages, of course, the labyrinth areas look pretty much the same. So Kirby might still take the edge off in that regard. But, honestly, no. This game is... The puzzles are a lot more straightforward. They're still difficult, but they're a lot more straightforward. So as far as you trying to figure out like what to do, you have to learn the ice mechanics. If you don't, then you won't be able to make much progress. But once you start to get them, then it might take you a few tries. Oh shoot! I heard something in the background. But yeah, no, I like the puzzles were definitely they're tough. They're tough. Like they start off teaching you the basics, but then as you go forward, you do have to like learn like more about how they work, when to use them, because you could easily put yourself into a wall that you can't come back from. If you love puzzles, yeah, no, this is a great game. But it is strictly puzzles. Like if you're not much of a puzzle player, this won't be for you. But if you do love puzzles, no, this game is great. This game is awesome. Like. And then you get those labyrinth stages, which I'm assuming at the end is kind of like, time puzzles where you have to like, not only think, but you got to think quick. Like, I compare this, I would compare this game to like a modern puzzle game like Catherine, where Catherine is also a single player puzzle game. Or I mean, it has multiplayer, but the point of Catherine is to like try to get to the top of the tower, and you have limited time to do so. You can't really dally. With Fire and Ice, you have a lot more time. There's a time limit there to like kind of like you want, if you can test yourself to do the as quick as you can. But still use a password system. Bit archaic, honestly, for a '93 game. But it's with the NES, it's not even an issue. That's a non-issue because you can use spend points if you want to just continue right where you left off, and it's all good. Yeah, no, this game it holds up. It holds up. Oh, and I didn't even mention about its edit mode. Now the edit mode, again, the interface of that is a little archaic. And you really have to just like do it from top to bottom if you really want to make a good stage. But it's there. It's there. If you really like this game and you want to make a puzzle to test your friend that may also like this game, you can do that. And it's easier than ever to do that because this has online play, so you can make your stage, make your puzzle stage, however, and say, hey, friend that likes this game, let's play online. I'll give you control. Solve my puzzle that I made. Or you can collaborate on together on a puzzle to like test someone else. So, yeah, no, this game, like again, the interface of that edit mode was an archaic, and that's pretty much the only really knock I can get on the password system. Or the only real knocks I can get in this game. And the password thing is a minor knock because again, with the suspend point feature, that's not even an issue. So yeah, this game definitely holds up. I'm very happy that at the season finale that we ended on a game that holds up because Nightshade didn't. So I'm glad that did not end up being the last game we played for the season. But Fire and Ice, it holds up. And it holds up really well. If you love puzzle games, definitely give this game a go. You will not regret it. And with that, we're done, people. All the NES games here on the Switch, as well as on the NES Classic Edition, they have all been played. They have all been critiqued. It's all there. Again, if you missed any of our past episodes, You can find the highlights of all of them on HPCritical.com. I'm sorry, HPCritical YouTube channel. And yeah, not only will we have the highlights there, but of course you can also watch the full video. You want to see the full gameplay, see how we came up to those conclusions. But if you don't feel like watching the videos or the highlights, then what you can also do is in a few days on HPCritical.com. If you're watching this video now, it may already be up on the website. But I'm going to be doing a basically gathering all the reviews I've done up to this point and putting in one concise article. And that article will be found on HPCritical.com, where if you enjoyed the stream, you can find on HPCritical.com all these articles written by writers like myself, available on gaming and even other topics like movies, shows, anime, books, and more. And our site does get updated daily, so definitely check every day for some new articles from us. Now, with that, we are finished with the NES season. Season 1 was a focus on NES games, so we're done with that. Starting next week at 8 p.m., same time, myself and my normal Friday co-host Christy, as well as a fellow writer on the website, we will be getting Season 2 of HP Critical's Does It Hold Up, where we will be playing Super Nintendo games. And we're going to be kicking off the new season with a beloved classic, Super Mario World. Me and her will be playing that game and seeing if it still holds up. And it's going to be a blast, I can already tell you. I'm very much looking forward to going to Super Nintendo games after being on the NES road all this time. I'm definitely looking forward to, moving on to the next generation's work. Now, I do want to clarify, though. We are finished with NES games for now because Season 1 is done. But that's not necessarily the end of NES games. If you really enjoy this era, I can tell you, first of all, Nintendo, they pretty much update this service whenever they feel like. Like Fire and Ice came out of the nowhere. No one knew that this game was coming out. So I can guarantee that there'll be still some more NES games coming. And I hope they do, because there's a lot more I still want to check out. So if any other NES games get added to the Switch, I will be doing special episodes to check those games out as well. So don't you worry. Just because if it didn't make it in time for Season 1, I will still be checking it out to see if it still holds up. And there's other NES games out there that are either not on the Switch Online service or not on the Classic Edition. Like there's NES games that are on the Rare Replay on Xbox. There's collections out there that have NES games that still haven't been released on Switch or whatever have you. So, there'll be time for other NES games. What I'm trying to say all this is NES games are still coming. It's just the season that it was focused on this season is finished, so it's going to be a lot less of an emphasis going forward, but there'll be still a few games out there. And again, next week will be the beginning of the Super Nintendo season. Again, 8 p.m. for Super Mario World. Definitely looking forward to that. As far as other upcoming streams, tomorrow afternoon even, I'm going to be either at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. I'll put on our social media to let you guys know for sure. I'm going to be doing a stream of Persona 5 Strikers. That was originally going to be an evening stream, but after thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and do it midday instead. So at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., I'm leaning more to 2. I'm going to be doing Persona 5 Strikers, a launch stream of it to show off the game and all its cool stuff. I'm definitely looking forward to it because I absolutely adore both Persona 5 as well as Persona 5 Royal. Finished both games. Love it. Definitely looking forward to seeing the next adventure of the Phantom Thieves. So you guys will get to experience the beginning with me and see how that goes. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, how that gameplay is. And then also tomorrow night, again, another little minor change. Instead of Saturday, I was going to do a stream on Saturday at Fortune Street. I'm going to be moving that over to tomorrow night instead, so it can actually be a Fortune Street night, and the Saturday is clear because I think there's going to be a lot of stuff happening Saturday. So I decided, you know what, let's not even flood the day. Let's just go ahead and do Fortune Street tomorrow night, and it'll be for the best. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m., I am going to be doing our next Fortune Street night for the month, our second and last for the month, which is going to be have a Dragon Quest focus. So come tune in for that if you want to see how that goes down. This Wednesday at 7, I will be continuing Super Mario Galaxy, getting a few more stars in the fountain area. And once that's done, then yeah, that'll be that stream. And the last thing I'll plug for today is on Friday at 8 p.m. at our normal time on Friday. Myself, Christy, Jarrell, and Gabe, all of us writers on the website, will be doing the next part of Super Mario 3D World. We'll be starting from World 4 and making as much progress as we can. The goal is to at least get to World 5's end, but we'll see how far we go. If it's not too bad, then we'll keep going. Now, like I was saying, you want to stay up to date on all this stream information, including, any updates that we may do. Definitely follow our social media, because not only will you get that stream update information, but you'll also get posts that we do every day. You'll get articles as soon as they go live, all that good stuff. You can find us at Instagram at HPCritical Gaming. You can find our Facebook at HPCritical, and our Twitter handles at critical_HP. You can follow any of those to get up-to-date information on us. If you like any of our work on our social media, our streams, our YouTube, our website itself, you like any of that stuff, there's a few ways you can support us. The main way is at patreon.com/HPCritical. If you support us there, then every month you'll get bracelets and stickers, other goodies, influence on future streams, and you'll have spots on our podcast that we do as well. Another way you can support us is if you have a Twitch or Amazon Prime sub, you can Amazon Prime membership, you can support us with a free sub. It definitely helps us a lot with those, so I can't emphasize that enough. If you have that, definitely go for that. And last but not least, on hpcritical.com, we have our newsletter. Oh, I'm sorry, there's another thing, but let me talk about the newsletter real quick. On our newsletter, you'll get monthly emails and our top-rated articles. You'll get stream schedules. You'll get podcast information, info on upcoming tournaments, Patreon info, and every newsletter will have a thank you to our Patreon supporters as well. And the last thing I'll talk about is on that same website, we have our merch store that opened up recently. On our merch store, we are selling t-shirts. We are selling hoodies. We're selling blankets. We're selling pillows. We're selling beach blankets. Beach towels, I should say. We're selling wall tapestries. We have mugs. Like, we have a whole bunch of different stuff, and we have those clothes at all different sizes. We even have baby sizes. So if you're looking for any kind of cool merch to, wear, support, give us some support, definitely check out our merch store at hpcritical.com for all that good stuff. And all I can say is thank you guys for if you've been watching at least most of these streams, or you're watching the videos on demand. Thanks for supporting season 1. This has been a blast for me. Like, I've really enjoyed checking out all these old NES games, and this is not an era, I said it before, but it's not an era I grew up with. So I was really going in with the expectation that these games are old and maybe they're not as polished as they once seemed, right? But a lot of them really surprised me, and I hope in doing this series, you are as surprised as I am at how good some of these games still are to this day. I was inspired to do this series because someone was just straight up saying that, hey, NES games, just none of them hold up anymore. And I was like, no, that's not true. There has to be some that do. And you know what? They were. We played those games. I had guests on for a lot of these episodes, and we learned a lot. And we experienced a lot. So I'm looking forward to seeing how much better the Super Nintendo games are, because I know those games are pretty damn crisp. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And thanks, guys, for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you guys for Season 2 and all of our upcoming streams. And for any other NES games down the road that may come back on this channel. So until then, have a good night.